Waving. We are hopefully here. We're live. Hello. I see that we're live here on Facebook and LinkedIn and YouTube as well. And Rebecca is hopefully popping in to join me here. Hey, Kavita, great to see you as well. Happy Monday to you. She's doing a happy dance over here, Rebecca.
Which means the tech is working.
We've actually figured out the tech, even though we do this like every week.
Oh dear.
It still challenges us.
It's
But
so
if you've
funny,
made it
isn't it?
this far, thank you and welcome and happy Monday. So let us know in the chat how you're doing. Hello, Photogenic UK. Great to have you also with us. Welcome, welcome, and happy Monday. So if you haven't been with us for a little while, just an intro to us. I'm Sarah Bramall, joined by my lovely partner, Rebecca Daniel. We are co-founders of the Coaching Catalysts, and together we are both ICF accredited coaches. We're coach trainers for lead organizations, and we're coach supervisors. And we work with coaches to help coaches thrive personally and professionally to be the best coaches that you can be. So we're going to be talking today all about creating your vision for 2024 and how your focus becomes your reality. So Rebecca, welcome. How are you doing?
I'm doing good. Yeah, a great start to the week. Feeling optimistic, feeling positive for the week ahead, for the year ahead. We had a great weekend, didn't we?
We did. And we're going to tell you guys more about that in a minute. Yeah.
So I think the weekend set me up for 2024.
Yes.
And it's leading to what we're going to be talking about today. And so I am excited to share that with everyone.
Brilliant. Yes. Okay. Very exciting. So we're going to be talking about how we set ourselves up for a new year and how we've set ourselves up for this year. So the practices that we've used in order to support us to focus on what we want. So let's talk to that title first. The reason that we chose this title, Your Focus Becomes Your Reality, is because what we focus on, we attract more of. But because we have brains that are predisposed to negativity, if we don't take control and sit in the driving seat of our brains, they're going to go to the negative. And so we have to be really proactive in programming our brains to focus on the things that we want rather than the things that we don't want.
And so it's a natural wiring for us to focus on the things that we don't want. It's a natural wiring for us to focus on the negative. And so that takes work, right? It takes awareness. It takes commitment to be able to go, okay, I know what my brain is doing. I know how it works. And I am now going to sit here and rewire that, because we can do that. If we're intentional, we're committed to the consistency of it, we can do it. I love recognizing this, Sarah. A perfect example of this is when I bought my car, right?
Yeah.
So I bought a Suzuki, not a Range Rover or a fancy car. It gets me from A to B, and I actually love my car. I love my car. And when I bought it, I was like, oh, I've not seen this one on the road before, right? And ever since I bought that car, I now see the exact same car everywhere I go, different colors, different models of it. And that's because it's in our awareness, it's in our system, right? And so I love vision boards, and I can see your beautiful one behind you, because that's the benefit of focusing our energy on the positive, focusing our attention on that, creating a visual of it so that we can be reminded more and more of what we do want, so that we can take action to going towards and getting it.
That's exactly right. And that's such a great analogy, that analogy of, a car. We play a game on the way to school sometimes called Mini, Mini, Beep, Beep.
Yeah.
And every time you've got a mini, you go Mini, Mini, Beep, Beep, and then you get a point in the car. And it's like that, because as soon as we're playing that game, guess what? We see all the minis. If we weren't playing the game, just be driving along, not spot any of the minis. It's about wiring, about training our brain to focus on what we want to focus on. And obviously, in this sense, when we're talking about the new year and we're talking about goal setting, we're wiring or training our brains to focus on opportunity, to focus on the things that we want?
So I love looking again at your vision board because I can see psychologists there. And I'm going to make reference to this because psychologist was on your vision board. I'm sure it was there last year, this year, and I'm sure I saw a sneak peek of it on for this year's one as well. So 22, 23, and 24, right?
Psychologist, yeah, it is there. It is there.
Yeah.
Psychologist, if you're watching this, you're on my vision board.
That's why I'm doing a shout out, Sarah. Thanks, psychologies. Because you were featured in there. It wasn't last year, it was the year before, right? You had your double page spread talking about your beautiful relationship and marriage with your husband John. And it was something that was on the vision board, manifested, but it took you the action, intent to going forward and getting that opportunity, right?
Right, exactly that. And you know what? When I was sitting there with my magazines this year making the vision boards, I was flicking through Psychology's magazine, completely forgot it was the edition that I'm featured in.
Oh.
And I was flicking through and I saw my own face and my husband's face, and I went, oh. There we are. And it reminded me of that intention. It reminded me of that goal. Now, it's been, as you say, it's been on my vision board before. I did take action. We did get featured in Psychology's magazine, but I haven't really taken any real action, any meaningful action around it since then. So it's there, really big, really loud, really proud this year to remind me to put my focus and my energy onto that. And I see lovely Claire Winter has joined us as well. So Claire, if you're listening, hello, Phoebe, talking about the big fat goal here of getting into Psychology's.
And I'm just going to add to that, actually, because Sarah's just said, okay, so last year I didn't take much big action, but it's on there again to take big action. I'm going to add the extra part to achieving this, right? And it's standing right in front of your face. It's hello. It's the accountability.
Right.
It's the support. It's the community to cheer you on. Go on, Sarah, you can do this, right? So I'll add where that fits into what we're going to offer you as well at the end of this. Because I think that's really, really important. That visualization, taking time to kind of really focus on what you want more of, also what you want less of, taking action in order to achieving that, and then having that community, that accountability after that process is really, really key.
Yeah, absolutely. And what I would add to what you said there, which I think is all of the above, and I think having the confidence to state your goals, because certainly Sarah 5 years ago would not have been here on a live going, I want to be in Psychology's. I just wouldn't. It was too far away from where I was then. I would have just been too embarrassed to even state that intention publicly. But I think when we put that energy out there into the universe, however far away or crazy or scary it might be, when we state that intention, it helps to bring it into reality.
So I guess our message here is that it's okay to dream those big dreams,
right,
to have those big goals. I say the bigger the better, right? The crazier the better. The bigger the better, the crazier the better. Because actually what really is important is, as Sarah said, is that you have that confidence to know that it's possible. It's the possibility. If you can just have just a little inch of, I know that this is possible, and then we can just work from there. But what's really important in this live is talking about just focusing on what you want so that it can become your reality. And it might be a different version of what you want, but it might be near to that, right?
Absolutely. And I think as well, building on what you're saying there, I think it's building relationships with people whereby you can articulate these big and crazy goals, the bigger the better, and they're not going to look at you like you've just landed from Mars or you're ridiculous. I can say this to you because I know you 100%. You're not going to go, oh, Sarah, that's ridiculous. You're going to be like, awesome, Sarah, what are you going to do about it? I can say it to Claire and Phoebe at Winter Audio UK because I know you're not going to go, that's crazy, Sarah. You're going to go, hell yeah, Sarah, go for it, get on with it. And so that's so important for you guys watching. you need to be around those people who've also got big dreams and big ambitions as well. Go on, Rebecca.
Do you remember, we're going way off script today on this one, but do you remember years ago when we had a conversation, I'm not going to say with whom, and they said, what is like your dream, your goal? And we were like, well, domination. And we giggled. we giggled because we're crazy like that sometimes, right? But we giggled and we were like, no, actually, like in our world, we want to make a difference, have an impact. We want to create coaching cultures. We want to be thought leaders. Like that is what we would love. We want to create communities. And it's important, as you've said, Sarah, to be with people that don't look at you funny and give you kind of the little side eye of like, oh, well, you know, they're just dreaming too big, or, you know, stay in your comfort, stay where you're best placed. I do think that's really, really important. So, yeah.
Okay. So we've talked about quite a lot of sort of features here of creating your vision. So first of all, asking yourself what you want. Secondly, creating some representation of that to bring that into reality. Then creating a structure and accountability around it, and making sure you've got the support around you of like-minded people who are going to support you in your goals, not tell you that you're dreaming too big or that you're crazy, your goals are too much. So what have we got to put on the table for you today?
I'm so excited about this. Yeah, I know. So we have an in-person event called Create Your Vision, and we delivered that a couple of years ago, and it was just wonderful. It was wonderful to bring people into a room together in London, creating our vision, talking about what we want more of, and setting our intentions on how we're going to get that. So we took that offline event, and we put it online. And so we ran Create Your Vision, and we are doing it again. We're doing it this week, Thursday. We only run this once a year. We may run it again towards the end of the year, but at the moment, this is the event that we're running to help you to think about what you want more of, be in a community with like-minded people, also dreaming big, also setting their intentions and their action points as well. So it's on Thursday. It's on Thursday the 18th. It's online. 1 till 3 o'clock. And the bonus on that is when I talked about accountability, is that we have added a post-workshop accountability call with us so that we can meet again, talk about how you're getting on with your vision board. Hopefully it's created and it's displayed as Sarah's is, and how you're getting on with taking the actions that are required in order to make that vision become a reality.
Really exciting. And what we can promise you is that whatever dreams that you share with us, however big, however small, Rebecca and I and our coaches in the collective are going to be your biggest cheerleaders, because we're all walking that journey alongside you.
So how do you sign up? So on the screen over on LinkedIn and Facebook, you have got a link which is bit.ly create your vision online, and over in Instagram you have the link in the bio as well. If you can't find any of those links, please just send Sarah or myself a message or email hello@thecoachingcatalyst.com, and we'll be more than happy to signpost you.
Okay, that is us for today. Let us know, have you made a vision board? Have you set goals for the year? We'd love to know. And don't forget to go to bit.ly/create your vision online and check out our workshop that we are running on Thursday. We'd love to see you there. Thanks for joining, everybody. Bye-bye.
Take care.